Hi pumpkins, welcome to episode 2 of Moodypumpkincrafts podcast. I'm Misty, your host, and the lady behind the crafts. I'm just kidding. Feeling a little silly tonight. It's been a little silly kind of night, so yeah. So, I'm here with episode 2, and we're going to talk about some half-finished objects, some finished objects, some whips, some happy mail, and yeah, we're going to get started there. First, let me tell you where you can find me. All the links that I can post are down in the description box below. So social media, if you want to find me on Facebook, for Moodypumpkincrafts, I'm Moodypumpkincrafts. Search. It's the same picture as here on YouTube. You found me on YouTube, but I'm here as well. Instagram, Moodypumpkincrafts. That link is in the description box. Ravelry, I'm Moodypumpkincraft. They wouldn't let me put the S on it. I don't know why. Guess it was too long. Just limited me. I know Ravelry is kind of off and on for some people. Hopefully they'll figure something out. They did just do a dark mode, so hopefully that'll help people out. We'll see. Then I am Moodypumpkincrafts on TikTok, and that is down below. And I feel all the love there. Like, that's probably where I'm most active, is TikTok. So if you want to find me somewhere, you want to message me somewhere, TikTok is probably the place to do it. I'm trying to build up Instagram. Facebook I still use for some of my friends who aren't on the other platforms. So we'll do that. If you don't know who I am, if you didn't watch episode 1 2.0, Misty, I am a wife, a daughter, a sister, a aunt. I'm a nurse. I'm a crafter. I'm bistitual. Technically I can do 3 things. So I can loom knit, I can crochet, and I can knit with needles. I can also use the machine knitter. I have one of those. Not the big Toyota ones. Those are so cool, by the way. Like, not everybody, but a lot of people I follow on TikTok have them, and I'm like, holy crap, I need one of these. I don't need one of those. But like the round loom that everybody was making the TikTok beanies on, those, I can do one of those. I have an OG one, like mine's gray and green or teal when it first came out. And yeah. So let me show you a half-finished object first. Then we're going to move on to some finished objects. I got 3. Then I'm going to show you some whips, some happy mail. We'll talk about what I am watching TV-wise and what I'm reading or listening to via audiobooks, what YouTube podcasts I'm watching, and what just regular podcast I'm listening to. Gonna show you bags from Airlane Bags. I didn't get any new ones, but like a lot of my projects are in those, and I will link her website and her Bag Buddy group in the description below. So let's get started with the half-finished object. This was, someone contacted me and wanted a little baby set in some house colors. So it's this cute little, I haven't sewed in the end because I'm going to put a pom-pom on here, and I think I've decided what color to go with. On Instagram I asked, and TikTok, what color. There was a gold one and a burgundy one. If you want to go vote in that, it's still up, so you can do that. And then it had a little diaper cover. I haven't finished. I want to wash them first and then sew the little buttons on and the little pom-pom on. So that's this little set. So they're not finished, but half finished. A little over half, but we're going to get them done. Okay. Next thing I finished, if you watched episode 1, 2.0, I showed you guys that I picked this back up, which was, it was called the COVID-19 shawl. We started it when everybody went into lockdown in 2020, and it's just a single crochet shawl that you use. I just used up some yarn. I found some extra yarn, and so I think it started in this dark color, and then I just finished the last part of this yarn out. So I did that, and then I had just a very little bit left over, so I made it a little tassel. It's not the prettiest tassel. They're not my favorite, so I don't do well with them, but it looks cute. You're not going to notice. And if you remember from episode 1, I made a Ross hat, a knit Ross hat, and a crocheted shell fingerless gloves out of the same yarn. So it all matches. There's a whole set. Alrighty. Next. My Niblet has a little brother, and he's, I think, about 7 or 8 months old now. This was supposed to be a baby blanket for when he arrived. It didn't happen, but it is finished now. So cute little Bernat blanket yarn. It's white and then this color here, and you'll see these colors again in a whip, and I'll show you. So this, I'm gonna finish up some other things that need to be finished and give all of this to the Niblet to give to her brother. Alright, then if you're on TikTok, you may have seen me crocheting in the car, putting a white border around some squares. I think it was a green square like this. And so I had some squares that I just loved, some colors that I loved. I just didn't have a lot of, so they're just pastel colors, the pink and yellow, green, blue, and purple. Just a little baby blanket. I'm trying to show you as much as I can. So I finished that this week as well. So, I have a little bit left over of each one of the colors, and I'm thinking about making like a little bunny lovey. So the bottom part would be the colors, and then the bunny would be the white. I think that would be cute. We'll see. I've got to finish some stuff first. This was made for somebody, but then after talking to somebody related to them, it probably wouldn't be well received. So, decided to keep it until somebody else needs it. So I'll just make the lovey and have it ready. And when somebody's like, oh, do you want to go to this baby shower? I've got a baby gift. So, that's how that is. Okay, so I'm looking down here. I have notes. You guys should be proud of me. I usually just go off the whole thing. Okay, cool. All right, kids, here we go. We are going into my whips. So let me show you some things little by little. This is my new car project. Since the blanket was my car project, I was just finishing those squares. So that is out of the car. And I kind of leave something in the car just so that if I'm somewhere and I need to wait or, you know, just something. So this is my new car project. It is a house scarf, and I'm just knitting back and forth. There's no purling. It's easy. I don't have to keep up with anything other than I know that how many rows? I did 6 rows here. Back. So 6 total. And then I can't even tell you how many number of rows I'm doing here because I didn't count them. I'm just measuring them and then keep going. So that's how this is going. Yes, I have lots of yarn ends to weave in. And so this is just my new car project. or I need something really simple. I'm watching a movie project, which I am probably going to take this with me tomorrow, Wednesday, when this will be posted. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And we're going to go to a movie. It's been a long time. We're going to be careful. We're going to wear our masks. The movie theater's doing like spaced out seating. So, fingers crossed. Movie tomorrow. Okay. So that was my first thing. So I told you would see those colors from that blanket earlier. So I'm making the niblet. Let me show you this. This is my finished project. So I made one of these a long time ago. I think I probably put this in episode 1, 2.0 as well. So I'm making the niblet one of these as well. However, there is another sibling. So the niblet's brother has a half sibling as well. So I'm gonna make something for that child as well, because I feel like it's only fair. I'm not that type of person. I'm not just gonna give one child something. So back to this color. I'm making the niblet's brother's sibling a blanket with this yarn. I have some red and the white from his blanket. And that way they'll have a little tie-in. But I figured I'd make the niblet a pillow and use the colors from his blanket and then the white from her blanket and tie it all together. Okay. So this is going to be one of these kind of pillows. Just a little pillow. So I'm just about finished with it. And then I'll have to stuff it, and then I'll start the other blanket for the other child. Out of this yarn. I don't have the red and stuff with me, but isn't that the cutest? And I'll have some white and red, and I have another skein of that yarn. So that's that. I didn't work on Mama's blanket, so again, if you follow me on TikTok, I was trying to finish Mom's blanket in March. I got an order and then got distracted. What's new? What is new? So, moving on from that, I'm trying to get Mom's blanket done for Mother's Day. So, that's probably going to be my next project I need to get just real serious about. And I'm trying to make sure that I'm showing you the right way. But this is Mom's blanket. This is a pattern on Ravelry by, yep, I've got it. Hold on. That's why I have notes. It's called the Cactus Garden Blanket. It's in the description below. It takes you to Ravelry. But if you don't want to go on Ravelry, you can go to the Facebook group Pretty Peaceful People on Facebook and see if there's a different way to buy it. And I apologize. I'm going to try to be more inclusive for people who cannot access Ravelry, because that's not cool. And I would venture to say that there's a different way you can get this pattern. And if you want this pattern and can't get it in or need help contacting the person, I would be more than happy to reach out. So let me know and we'll work on that. So that was Mom's blanket. I haven't really done any extra on it and I really need to get busy on it. So it's going to happen. It's going to be done before Mother's Day, which is, let me make sure. I know it's in May. How about that? Is it the 16th? Nope. It's the 9th. Of course it is. It's the 9th. So, I'll have it done. I promise I'll have it done. Sorry. And don't look at my cup. You didn't see that? All right, moving on. Oh, I've got one more whip. Right? Yep, one more. All right, let me put Mom's blanket back over here. Oh, God, I've got it twisted in my microphone cord. That's so cool. I really love it. No. It's got a little bit of Velcro on it, and it Velcroed itself to the ends. Okay. Moving on. Last whip. That's where we are. This is the Campfire Cardigan. I will post the link to this pattern as well. However, I found, and I'll post the YouTube video that I'm going off of. The Campfire Cardigan is made in like grainy stitches, and I wanted mine to be more closed, more because I want to wear it in the wintertime, and I wanted to wear it more often. So it's a hexagonal, and I'm doing double crochets, and then when you turn the corners you do trebles. Again, I'll post the video in the comments, but this is one side, and obviously I'm gonna have to get a little bigger. We'll see. So this is that. This yarn is some yarn I had in my stash. I think it was, to be honest with you, it was a project. It was a cardigan or a shrug cardi or something like that. Didn't like the way it fit, so it became yarn balls again, like this. And I just put it back until I figured out what I wanted, and so Campfire Cardigan is going to be that. It's a really great repetitive, just if you just need to sit. Like I said, someone altered the pattern. They're not claiming this pattern as their own, but if you want to do the Campfire Cardigan, it has grainy stitches, and then this one is just closed up. So I will definitely link the pattern and then the video to what I'm doing under that. Okay. Did y'all peep the Erin Lane bag here? This is the Outlander bag, Outlander sheeple. So I don't know that this is still available, but there's my Jamie. So, okay. I'm going to take this time to tell you, don't forget that I'm still partnering with Darn Good Yarn. And if you want to take advantage of my 15% off code, it's linked in the description below. Moodypumpkincrafts 15. It excludes gift cards and subscription boxes. So definitely check them out. Still trying to decide what to do with that beautiful yarn. Plus, I have way too many whips. I've got to get some whips. So, okay. Y'all want to see my Happy Mail? Big bag of yarn from Michael's. I know it's backwards, but it's from Michael's. However, it's just mini of the same color yarn, and I'll tell you why. So, I was on Pinterest the other night, and I was like, I love this cowl. It was, they showed it on a little kid, and I was like, this is so cute. It was like a cowl, and it looked like a sweater. It had sleeves, but it wasn't like a complete sweater. So kind of like a poncho with the sleeves and the cowl. And I was like, that's so cute. I wish they had an adult size. Guess what? They do. So, It is this pattern. It is called the Woman's Curvy Crochet Cowl Pullover. If you go to the Yarnspirations website and just put in Cowl Pullover, it'll give you the women's, it'll do the one for children, and then there are different yarns. So this is a bulky one. And this is the beautiful, beautiful project. Let me see if I can show you. It's a free pattern, so I can show you. So here it is on someone else. But isn't that beautiful? So when I pulled it up on the Yarnspirations website, it comes up and it says that the Woman's Curvy Crochet Cowl Pullover, and it says extra small, small, and medium. If you click on the pattern, it will give you the pattern for the extra large and the 2X to 4X. So I am going to make the 2X to 4X because that's what I am. And it said 15 balls of yarn, and it was Bernat roving size. It has wool in it, and I'm still trying to see if I'm actually allergic to wool or not, and I didn't want to make a project like this and actually be allergic to it because that would make me very sad. So that's why I went to Michael's, went to their website, looked up the sizes, and these are pretty compatible. I got the Loops and Thread Charisma in the color Charcoal because I thought it would be so pretty for, I mean, it just makes me think I need a cup of tea and a good book in the wintertime. So that's the plan. After I finish some whips, I'm going to start on that and try to have it ready for winter. So fingers crossed. I am super excited about that. Okay, so let me tell you, I'm looking at my notes. What else can I tell you? So, I am still listening to Shadow of Night by Deborah Harkness. I just put it on every so often and go back and forth. I really like it. That is part of the A Discovery of Witches trilogy. Yes, there's a TV show out like that, so I've watched it. It's very good. I think they did a good job with what they could, and I mean, it's good. So I'm also reading Mr. Darcy's Diary by Amanda Grange. Let me tell you some of the podcasts that I'm watching. I need to catch up on some. Needles at the Ready, they are probably the reason that I decided to do this whole thing, just because I love it. They've really got me into knitting too, so I started just picking up stuff. I mean, I've known how to knit, but really making things probably after I watched a few of their episodes. So Kevin and Ray, thanks. Smells Like Yarn, Ross, he's amazing. He has awesome patterns for free on his website. Definitely go check him out. Cozy Moth Knits, I love that. She's learning to crochet now, which I think is pretty awesome that she's decided that she wants to do that. And we're working on, I think she's running a MAL right now, a make-along. And it's kind of like a spring make-along. Basically, you're teaching yourself something new. And if I remember correctly, I think Needles at the Ready is doing a spring cleaning make-along, and they are something you just got to finish one of your whips, basically. So I think that's pretty awesome. I love Sweet Tea No Shade, so I watch them as well. podcast on like the podcast apps. I like Midnight Fun because they are going through the chapters of Midnight Sun, and it's just, they're saying exactly what I was thinking during this whole book. I love Twilight, but this was hilarious, so I like to listen to them. The Daily Profcast, Demons Discuss, that's another Discovery of Witches. That's a podcast for them. It's pretty awesome. I like that a lot. The Daily Profcast is Harry Potter related. The recent one that I just started, and it's only like 8 or 9 episodes, is Your Own Backyard. It's about the Caltech, I think I said that right, disappearance of, Smart. Her last name's Smart. Anyways, it's about her disappearance and things, and there have been some like recent things, but they're not reported on this. I stumbled over a video in TikTok land, so that's how I got into that. I am rewatching Handmaid's Tale because they're going to do the next season. Comes out April 28th, and we get 3 episodes. I'm super excited on Hulu, so check that out if you like. I've read both of Margaret's books, Margaret Atwood, Handmaid's Tale, and Testaments. Great books. I loved them. So I would not let kids watch this. It's about a post-apocalyptic world, basically. Infertility is a big thing, and people use religion to basically use women as handmaids for these superior people. It's very, very interesting. I just enjoy watching it. My coworkers and we all watch it, so we're all kind of intertwined in that. So we like seeing that. I'm also watching Legacies, which I forgot had come back in January. I think there's 8 episodes out already, so I'm trying to catch up on that. If you haven't watched the other 2 series before this, so Vampire Diaries, and then the originals, and then Legacies. So definitely do that. I am going to take a hiatus soon. So I'm going to take a trip and going to the beach. It's going to be lovely. I might post some things from there, some little shorts. And I think that's really it going on today. I think I've shown you everything that I have, y'all. So hopefully 2 weeks from now, I will have some more finished projects to show you. You probably won't get to see the house diaper cover and baby hat set finished. I'll try to take a picture and we'll figure out how to upload it here, or just maybe I can put it in a comment or send you to my Instagram. But I should be able to show you all the other finished projects. Hopefully next time we're going to have Mom's blanket done. Fingers crossed, right? 2 weeks. That's going to be a lot of work for 2 weeks. We can try. Yeah. Everything that I talked about will be linked in my description box below as much as I possibly can. And if you have questions, definitely reach out. I love comments. Let's put a question of this podcast. So, probably in a few podcasts, I'll show you some of the tools that I really, really, really like. Like Erin Lane bags and my shirt, the hooks that I like, and I have some that are made with clay handles that somebody does, and you know, my favorite stitch markers and stuff like that. So tell me some of your favorite things that you like in the comments, like my favorite needles and just different things. So tell me some of your favorite tricks and or tips or tools. That's what I'm trying to say. Tell me some of your favorite tools that you use in the comments. Okay, you guys, I think I've babbled enough. I am going to say goodbye. Make sure you drink your water, take your meds, be nice to yourself, be kind to everybody. We never know what anybody's going through. Even if they're acting like a jerk, just try to be kind, okay? I love you.